We're gonna bring it in a little bit early as that song is coming to a close. Um, Gotta get into the games again. Welcome everybody. Congrats to P-Rod for that promotion. It is night 2 of the Gauntlet versus the viewers. If you missed last night, Justin's still on vacation. So I am playing some Gauntlet games versus viewers. We may need an alternate tonight. I have not heard back from Victor, aka Tez. So if he doesn't get back to me, that would be the 4th time slot. So if anybody in chat is willing to play, and you're in our Discord, feel free to put yourself down as an alternate right now. First up tonight is Murtani. Murtani is going to play first. I'll do the same thing I did last night. I'll randomize the decks. I believe Kelly is Unique is playing in the 2nd time slot. Kelly, for that game, Kelly is Unique and I are gonna actually play a Mass Mutations match that we did not play in the Crucible online tournament circa 2 weeks ago. So we're going to play that and see what happens. So I will now randomize the deck that I will play. I will roll the die. 6 is going to be a reroll. 1 is Barcus Rex. 2 is K. Vibius. 3 is Luria of Water Hollow. 4 is Conphage. 5 is what's the last deck? CW Gasolina. So, and here we go. 2 is K. Vibius. All right, so I will create the game real quick. Make a password. I am going to PM you the password in Discord. Start the game. Yeah, I feel like going first is got to be the hardest position to be in. Because you gotta break it into the stream for everybody. So yeah, good luck to everybody. Murtani's in the game. We'll see what Murtani's brought to the table. Murtani's always pretty sharp with the rules. Playing a Mass Mutation deck. Let's take a look at it. Now, allegedly, Sky Jedi fixed what was wrong with Firefox. So this should be a little bit snappier tonight. We'll see. 4 mugs. KVBus doesn't do a ton of capturing. But 4 mugs with Saurians is pretty interesting. We will say good luck, have fun to Murtani. And Mark of Dis, okay. Double Infernus, okay. Grim Reminder to get him back. Axiom to wipe the board. Axiom and a bunch of mugs are interesting because you can always just like take all the amber off their creatures and use that to Axiom. Old Bruno and multiple mugs is a combo. Yeah. The Axiom, I think, is the biggest problem that we've got. But I think we outsize this deck overall. The deck pool for the challengers is made up of the decks. Tashi, how's it going? Yeah, so it's the decks from the Gauntlet is what we're using for the other people to play against P-Rod. Yeah, it's the order in which we play the decks on the Gauntlet. I will mulligan this hand. It's honestly not that bad, but I'm gonna mulligan it. We will start with Brobnar and play Foozle. Ship it back. We may end up 3 fadings our Foozle here, depending on what happens. Just killed it. I don't have to worry about killing it now. And for Captura, that's actually pretty good with Mug too, right? You could opt to capture with the amber icon on Mug if there's nothing captured on a creature, and then mug your own creature that way, right? I think there'd be... I think that's a pretty interesting play. So I will go with Sanctum here, I think. I can drop Opal Knight first, then Prince Derek, then Once Against Mini and get a Reap in. So it's... There's a... I mean, if he generates 2 Amber next turn, there's a chance that I can use the Schuler to steal. And we're far... Since Foozle's dead, we're pretty far away from Prince Derek ever getting to do anything. Excuse me? Okay, we'll just go into manual mode. I don't have a creature to fight, so I will just increase my Amber 1/1. But what actually happened there is I readied Prince Derek and reaped with it. So it should have actually fought there. Okay, that'll end that. We can pass it back. This is a pretty good hand. Shoulder Id, Mr. Fingers. I wonder if I banish... Which one of them I banish? If I 3 Fates, I get Shoulder Id, Opal Knight, and then Johnny Longfingers. I don't actually have a way to... I guess it's all about the same then. Schuler 3 Fates to kill Schuler, then Exhume Schuler would be like a pretty good turn too. I guess I'll just go ahead and 3 Fates now. I don't think there's a reason for me to let him have too much access to ways to kill his own mutants. Or incentives for him to kill his own mutants. We'll go ahead and run out the Schuler. Now the question is, do we hold Exhume? Exhume is pretty powerful. I think Exhuming Foozle here is fine. Red Penny to steal. We do need to get through the deck. Yeah, so we need to get through the deck, so we're kind of incentivized to play as many cards as we can. We want to find the Grump Buggy. Oh, glad to hear that, P-Rod. The stream of consciousness. Yeah. I don't think we'll end up in a situation where I need to like Coward's End. Burn the Stockpile would be nice. I don't have a way to give him an Amber. But yeah, I like I said, I didn't want to leave Johnny around because he would just, I get a feeling he'd just start stealing a bunch from us. So we'll go Brobnar. We'll put Blood of the Titans on Foozle. Discard Burn the Stockpile. We're a long way from ever getting to use this Burn the Stockpile since he's going to Forge. The question is whether I actually reap with Foozle. I'm not going to threaten, so I don't think I stun Foozle. If I get bored, if he axioms on the next turn, I'll feel kind of bad. But I've got this Amber Imp. Amber Imp may have been a discard. Very possible. Okay, Implosion to kill Foozle. And Furnace, yeah. Probably Exhume. Maybe once it against Mini. Maybe Banish. Got Blood of the Titans. Opted for Blood of the Titans instead. Double Infernus, okay. He's got the, he definitely got the draw order that he wanted there, right? Like, he's got the Infernuses down, and he hasn't seen the Grim Reminder, so he'll be able to Grim Reminder these later. I think this is a Sanctum turn, where I play Hadroswall and a Bond to the Armor Smith. I'll Blinding Light. We'll just choose something random. We'll choose Mars. I don't want to stun both of my creatures. And we'll have Derek fight an Infernus. It's possible that Reaping with Derek might have been correct there. But we gotta like dig to get to the Grump Buggy. He already got one, or Murtani already got one key without the Grump Buggy, so clicking's much better. It's going a lot faster today, Sky Jedi. Happy to report. Much snappier, since it's not having to re-render the whole game every time I click. Oh. Prince Derek's Bones. No, Rad Penny again. I don't really. So actually, this is a good spot to. I'll say this. We're gonna Binding Irons. Maybe that'll slow the draw down, and we'll put Anguish out to the side. We're not leaving Reckless Rizzo alive. We actually want to kill our Amber Imp if we can do it at some point. So that's why I put some damage on Amber Imp. Maybe I'll have a chance to put some more damage on it later. Getting Anguish out is a good substitute for Grump Buggy. Well, Mark of Disselblink this turn. The Hadros, oops. All right. So, Bertani got 2 keys there. We had not seen the Grump Buggy yet. Honestly, there's just a decent amount of power in a deck we had not seen. Shadows of Dis would be really good to get rid of the Rad Penny. So we got a 50-50 shot to hit Gengar Chieftain if we sound the horns. So I'm going to take that, I think, if it presents itself. And at some point, he's got to take a Saurian turn. He's back in a Dis. It's bounced between Shadows and Dis a bunch. So... yeah, I think I just gotta go Brobnar here. And sound the horns. And pray I don't hit the Grump... Okay, immediately hit the Grumpbucky. And I get the Groggins. So that was like the worst possible results. I can choose to kill my Amber Imp here. I think that I will. Yeah. It milled Tesmal and the Grumpbucky. So okay. We'll play Groggins, Ogo Pogo, and Calphine. Discard the End of the Fray. We'll be done here. This is not a bad Brobnar turn next. If he's got the Axiom, where the Ides misses... it's got 2 Amber icons on it because of the Captura. It's enhance. Plays Axiom. Yeah, this feels like a game that'd be very difficult for me to win based off the order in which we've drawn our cards. Mertani's not at the point where they can Grim Reminder both in Furnaces and get some more stuff. I can say Sanctum, play Maruk, play Lion, play Abade. It's not a bad Sanctum turn next turn. Can drop the Sigil. I don't even know if there's anything in the deck that the Harder They Come can work against. Goes in the Shadows. I'm sure this is a Rad Penny then. Mug, yep. Shoots Rad Penny to go back into the deck. Okay, well, definitely a Sanctum turn. I will discard the Harder They Come. Play Sigil. We're gonna Reap with Abade. Baltram Maruk fight the Snarette off the table? I suppose so. Snarette represents... I mean, at the same time, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure the next time... Oh, well, with Dominator Bobble also kind of prices him into Dis at some point. But I gotta win the game also. I think I just Reap twice. Strat can only take care of 1. And as far as cards that are left in Dis, it's Grim Reminder and a Cinder. Mertani would have to have both to even make this Dis turn fine. And Grim Reminder into Infernus would be projecting another Dis turn in the future. So I might be able to... all I gotta do is draw 1 card Um, so I might be able to get through my deck before I have to worry about Infernus. Britannia's moved back into Saurian. I think I'm a lot less scared of the Saurian, but we'll see. It's possible I'm like underrating the Saurian. Abade's 8 power because of the Hadros Wall and Lion Baltram. Capture some more. Okay. So I can use the Spoils of Battle on this turn to use my Sanctum creatures. To go with the Dis turn. So we can see we can get both of these off the table. Oh, my Abade got one back from the Spoils of Battle, which is kind of funny. Okay, we'll go into Dis. I think I use Banish to remove the ward. With Shadows to blank the creatures, which is nice. We'll play Streak to the left. We don't want to like accidentally kill our Abade. We'll play Dust Imp to the left. We'll pop the Sigil. So Maruk can fight. Abade can reap, and then Baltram can fight. Okay. Let's just get to 9. Were there any taxes in this deck? I mean, at this point, I just gotta go. Bertani could play Old Bruno here, and that would certainly be bad. But like I said before, I gotta get to the point where I can actually win the game sooner or later. If I'd had Grump Buggy on the table right now, I'd feel a lot better. Feels like a grim reminder. Yeah, well, there's the Blood of the Titans got purged too, but the Blood of the Titans is another way to stack it up. Whale. Wait, didn't we see that? Oh, I saw the Waking Nightmare. I miscounted the whale somewhere. Use that to kill Abade. Sure thing. Okay. Yeah, we'll forge the yellow key. Is there a way for me to threaten this turn? Am I think I'm priced into Dis. Running out the Anguish here. And then banishing, say, the Cinder. P-Rod gifting a sub to Assembling Kings. Enjoy that sub, Assembly Kings. P-Rod spreading the generosity. Is barely a day into his new role, and is spreading the love around. So gotta say Dis. We're gonna banish the Cinder. Play Anguish. We play Anguish to the right. So Anguish is now 10 with the Baltram and the wall. We can leave the Creeper around, and then we just reap twice. That at least lets us threaten. He's got some number of mugs left, right? 1 mug, 2 mug. So he's got Old Brunos and mugs left. I mean, there's a lot of stealing still left in the deck. Because of Rad Penny. Yeah, there's Rad Penny. Probably shoots the Streak if I had to guess. Captures onto the Relentless Creeper. Could mug twice, and that would certainly be bad. Yeah, it's a capture and a damage, so. Mug, the Relentless Creeper, goes to 6. Alright, so we do have to say dis here. Because I have to fight the Anguish into the Rad Penny, which will shuffle it back in the deck, but it'll make the keys cost more. Actually, I don't have to say dis. I could say Sanctum. I would actually see more cards with Sanctum. The only way I can control Amber is to... No, I could say... I can actually say Brobnar, because I can Gengar Chieftain the Anguish into Rad Penny. Discard Flex. I sound the horns, just because I need the Grunt Buggy. I have a chance to mill the Grunt Buggy, but I need the Grunt Buggy, so I need to, like, mill a bunch of these Sanctum cards out of the way. So we'll go into Brobnar, discard the Flex. It's possible it's correct to keep the Flex so that I can make the keys cost more. Oh, sorry. I actually need the Flex to win the game by, like, reaping with, like, a Roggins or something. We're going to play the Sound the Horns. Now, I know the Sound the Horns can't get the Grunt Buggy, but it will mill Sanctum, and it will mill discards that are between me and the Grunt Buggy, so that's why we play it. And every card that we mill has an equal chance of being the Grunt Buggy. Alright, so we play the Gengar Chieftain into the... And we play Calfine. And we try to draw Grunt Buggy. We didn't draw Grunt Buggy. We did get into Shadows of Dis, which is cool. That is good. Yeah. Goes in the Shadows. I'm willing to bet it's Old Bruno and Mug. There's discarded Old Bruno. Just plays the Mug. Mugging Maruk. Mugging Maruk is a net even thing. Do we have a way to damage? We don't. I think we are at a GG state then. Because I don't have a way to damage. I can, like, say Sanctum and Prince Derek. Blinding Light for Logos. Discard the Harder They Come, then Reap twice. But yeah, well played by Murtani. I think the draw order, I don't think I have a chance in this game if I never see the Grunt Buggy, right? Murtani can't answer the Grunt Buggy from what we know, right? Saurian has no artifact control. Shadows could borrow it, but they can't. Hawk can't destroy it. And then Dis doesn't have Poltergeist in the set. So Grunt Buggy would have been safe if we could have gotten it into play. But yeah, congrats to Murtani. That's a clap. That's a clap from everybody. Well played. Definitely got that one. K Vibius over here making the Gauntlet look bad, giving up another win. But yeah, good game. That'll give the viewers some confidence starting off the stream. Yeah, well, the Sneck, I had to discard the Hadros Wall because you was it Kymore eclipsed it, the Snake Lifter back into the deck. So yeah, you did the right thing. You discarded the creature. That was correct. Absolutely correct. So, because that was the only way. I had to have the Grunt Buggy. I needed to see it earlier, but of course I milled it with the Sound the Horns. So, okay, that is... So game 2 is Kelly, correct? Kelly is unique. Kelly unique in the chat. Sad you mulliganed into both Inferni. Well, you drew them in the... Well, you hadn't... they mattered, and you had not gotten the Grim Reminder. So you got the Infernuses when you wanted them, I'd say. All right, gonna make the game. Gonna be right now. There's five. Um, I got a slot for an alternative possibly. Have not heard back from Victor. So if I don't hear back from Victor, I'll take an alternate from someone who has not gone yet. So okay. And a reminder, this is our match. This is to officially see who broke even in the TCO tournament. So, um, this is a game of mass mutation stuff. This is the game we were supposed to have played. All right, Untamed. No artifact destruction in Untamed. I have to shift my thinking into this deck. Borrow is fine. I'll have to remember about Borrow. Amphora Captura. Okay. So Kelly's Unique is going first. Yep. Customary GLHF. Double stomps, plenty of removal. Dark Harbinger, Eldest Bear, Commune. Alright, so I chose to play Elsana. Elsana did overall not great in the Mass Mutation tournament. I was 2-3 going into this match, so Transporter Platform. Don't think I want to give Transporter Platform to the person who has Bow Knithing and Dino Thieves. I will keep this hand. I'm mulligan this hand. Well, yeah, I'll mulligan this hand. I think I want my Sanctum stuff. This is that hand, but worse. Console Primus. I guess we'll go Star Alliance. We will access denied the console Primus, and we're just going to discard this Transporter Platform. It's not a super impactful card in this deck. Like, it's nice to get the pips going once you've got the Kixel Stone, but I really don't want to give Transport Platform to a Shadows player who has a Borrow. Really don't want to do that. Now, had I known I was going to draw the Gorm of Om, I may have. I am going to play this autoencoder, I think, on this next turn. Because I've got the Gorm of Om. So if Borrow is played on the autoencoder, I can then Gorm the autoencoder. We will opt to play Prescriptive Grammar Bot there. Nice, we've got the Redacted as well. I'll opt to play the Prescriptive Grammar Bot there. There's some consideration to discarding it. There's a board developing over here, so I at least want something that can interact with the table. Having a taunt creature to hide Squire Alice behind is also pretty good. So, Reaping could attack Demobot into the Grammar Bot and destroy. Steal one. Yeah, that's what they've opted to do. The Prescriptive Grammar Bot is Hazardous 3. Resurgence is back the Demobot. Yep. Definitely, absolutely the correct call there, because you get the draw card icon again. I'm going to take a Sanctum turn here to play the Gorm, the Free Markets, and the Squire Alice. Pismire comes down. Okay. Free Markets generates a lot of amber there. And then Squire Alice. Oh, nice. We got Baldric the Bold, Gizelhart's Standard, and Grey Rider. Baldric is pretty good, especially against the soft table, like Kelly has right here. It's kind of removal. Plays Borrow. That's fine. Borrow what you want. I think that was best case scenario for me, was that the Borrow did minimal damage. No, this was my deck from the Mass Mutations TCO tournament, so. Splinter enhanced with 2 damage icons. Alright, we are going to run back into Sanctum. Play Baldric. Play the Standard. Squire, I think, is going to Reap. Is there a Faust in this deck? Nope, but Strix is around. Exiles and Stomps and Humbles. Okay. So we will play deploying left of Baldric, choosing Grey Rider to use Baldric to fight Pismire. And so we get 2 from the fight, and we get to kill the Pismire, so our key is no longer taxed, which is pretty good here. So we get to say check with 8. I feel like that's like a pretty solid burst there. That's the Sanctum in this deck. This is the kind of Sanctum that I like in Mass Mutations. The Sanctum that is like surprisingly bursty. Most of my amber came from 2 cards, right? Free Markets for 4, Baldric for 2. So I can see Consul Primus attacking into the Grey Rider to keep Baldric's damage to a minimum. Very likely going to say Logos on the next turn. If I get to untap with a bunch of Sanctum stuff, I may use it. Well, Dark Centurion. I can't fight Dark Centurion very well, so I will probably Positron Bolt to take out like the Splinter and the Gloriana's Attendant's not bad. If he plays a Strix, humbles Baldric. Okay, keep Baldric from fighting. Okay. Also takes Baldric's Amber away. Out comes the Amphora, plays Defense Initiative, so gonna get to ward some stuff. Opts to ward just the Dark Centurion. Guess you don't want the Demo Beast to be warded, and you probably don't care about these. Alright, so we do get that key. We'll go into Logos. Now I get the Redacted out. So there's a pretty good chance that with this Redacted, I can actually get this Redacted to work. Play the QMX, see if we can hit a Logos card. Does he have 6? Does he have Beware the Ides? Does not. So it does not matter where we place this QMX. Hit Crewman Jorg. So Positron Bolts. I think it's worth it to clean up the dinky creatures. There's no catch-up mechanics in Mass Mutations, so having creatures that just reap here and there for Amber could get you slightly further ahead. So, likely to say Logos on the following turn. Very likely. If the QMX randomly dies, I'm like 100% saying Logos. I try to want to get this redacted. If I can fire this redacted off, that'll be great. Look over there, damaging Alice. Will Alice survive? No, Dino Thief is going to kill Alice. Dino Thief enhanced with an amber icon, even. Not much I can do to stop this key. Oh, I wonder if that was a misclick. We will say Logos. I am going to play the Smoko. I will play the causal loop. We will archive Xeno training. We'll play the Munchling. And then reap with the QMax, I think. And then end the turn. Ooh, Forge Compiler. So that's actually, Forge Compiler is pretty clutch here, too. Gizzleheart's Wrath seems particularly good against Kelly's deck. There's a lot of mutants in this deck. One might say this deck is entirely mutants. I guess except with the exception of Console Primus. There's a chance I go into Logos again on the following turn. If I can't stop the key, which it's very unlikely that I can. Secret Needle the QMax, okay. Yeah, very likely for me to go into Logos then. Dark Wave doesn't do much. Whole lot of mutants and armored creatures on the table. But this will let me get out the Forge Compiler. A ward on Baldric is pretty valuable. Dino Thief. I suppose this Dino Thief is going to take out Baldric there. Okay, so change of plans. I am going to say Star Alliance. I am going to subdue the Dark Centurion. I'm going to secure a droid, the Smoko. I am going to Crewman Yorg, and I'm going to Hadron Collision. We're going to leave the Xeno training in the discard pile. I can't stop the key, and me pulling it into my hand won't stop the key either. It's also not going to let me threaten. But this will let me get 4 cards out on my hand, and this will set up the Gizzleheart's Wrath so that I can try to wipe out all of the mutants on the next turn. So we are going to go into Star Alliance. Xeno Training is one of the more powerful Amber Control cards in this deck. So no on the archives. We're going to play Secure Droid as an upgrade onto the Smoko. We're going to play Crewman Yorg to the right. Subdue the Dark Centurion. And then Hadron Collision. We'll just dump it into the really damaged Dino Thief. I guess technically I could have Hadron Collisioned the Dark Centurion first. And that would have removed the word and done 3. And then Subdue would have put another damage on it. So I guess that may have actually been the right call. I don't think I have Cleansing Wave, right? So. Okay, well. Maybe we can hold off on the Gizzleheart's Wrath. I want some other Sanctum stuff to play to go along with it. So I can foresee multiple Strixes coming down. If he plays 2 Strixes, it's just going to be a Gizzleheart's Wrath. That's what's going to happen. Oh no, exile. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, okay. It's moved on to my side. What a debacle. What an absolute debacle here. Couldn't couldn't kill these fast enough. Okay, so I got a ticking time bomb here. I have no way to deal with this. So I think this is a Logos turn, and I think I pick up all this stuff. Neurosiphon is the only Logos card left in the deck. So we're going to say Logos. We will put the archives into my hand. I am going to Lethal Logica. That gets the Neurosiphon. We will Neurosiphon. I will QMX. How do we... How do we get to do everything that I want? I want the Zinzi in play. I don't actually think I have a way to get Zinzi to the center. Munchling can fight something. And the good news is the Dino Thief is elusive. I'm clicking the QMX. I would like to play this QMX. This, yes, this QMX. This QMX. Okay. Yes, I would like to play the QMX. I would like to play them to the right. I am going to causal loop. And Kelly is disconnected. Oh, geez. The lag has gone through the roof. Monka Giga. Yeah, huge lag spike. Archiving the Xeno training, I think. I get a feeling this Dino Thief is about to get stomped. Because Unique is back. And we'll play the Forge compiler. Reap. Could also Lost in the Woods, the Dino Thief. Do I have a Garcia in this deck? Did I mill Garcia? No. I milled my Kixelstone for sure. Purify would be pretty good. If this Dino Thief gets entered, I think the game might be over. Forgot about Elusive, perhaps? Eldest Bear. Take two. Yeah, I think that take two seems like it's a mistake. Damage icon, yep. Dark Harbinger, the damage icon to kill, yep. Yeah, that's a lot of amber. Well, the good news is we are back in a situation where Gizelhart's Wrath is good. Because that will, in fact... oh, the mutation of Cunning has now made the Eldest Bear a mutant until my turn. Till the end of my turn. So... okay, I will get to Wrath. I have a Squire Alice, so I can purify the Damo Beast and maybe even mill a Shrix, which would be sweet. So gonna go with Sanctum. Take my hand into my archives. Nope. Play the Radiant Truth. Capture onto Zinzi. Give Zinzi an extra armor. Purify the Damo Beast. Bow. Oh, nice. We get to avoid bow stealing. So we'll play bow on the left. And then I will get to Gizelhart's Wrath. It's going to archive a card. It archived Survey. And then I'm going to discard Champion Anafil, so that way I draw the extra cards with Zinzik. Okay. So, I get to say check with 9. I wouldn't be surprised if Shrixes come out now. I think I just say Logos on the next turn, regardless. Yep, out come the Shrixes. Hedonistic Intent exalts all the sides. Forge the blue. Go to Logos. No on the archives. Actually, yes on the archives. Yes. Because my I want to draw cards now. And if the cards that I like, I'm going to draw a card with Neuros Siphon. If it's not a Logos card, I'm only going to see one extra card. So yeah, I want to take the cards in the archives. I want to see what the card is off of Causal Loop. I'll play Neuros Siphon. Drawing not a Logos card. We'll play Causal Loop. Archive Xeno Training, since it's the Munchling. We'll run out Munchling. Zinzik is going to fight a Shrix. And then Qmex will Reap. So I'll get to say check there, and then I also have sort of pseudo check with Redacted. Hasn't been able to get through the whole deck, right? So mugging, yep. Hasn't been able to get through the whole deck, so don't think the Redacted can be borrowed. Mugged Crewman Yorg. Plays a Francis. Plays a Lights Out. Uses Bow to Reap. Uses Seeker Needle. I say Logos. GG. Real close game. The Exile is bad. I understood the Exile, but because I could have played around the Exile by just popping the Gizelhart's Wrath a turn before. Stomps and the Lights Out. Yeah. Had to use a lot of resources to kill it after I got the thief. There were a lot of resources that went into killing the thief, so Pip's build, yeah. Yep, congratulations to Kelly for that awesome nail biter of a game. That was a lot of fun. That's one of those. It looked real bad for me for a bit there, even though I was ahead. So, yeah, yeah, elusive. Yeah. Clap for Kelly. Definitely a good game. All right, game 3 was Claymore, correct? So I have played K Vibius. So K Vibius is out of the running for tonight. Or sorry, for this next game. D4, everything's just shifted down to hit the 1 through 4. So Confage will be 3, Gasolina's 4, and then Luria's 2. Barkus is 1. Okay, so I'll roll the D4. 2. So that is Luria of Water Hollow. Yeah, that's the type of Saurian that I think is really good in Worlds Collide. I'm sorry, Mass Mutation. It's just very bursty. There's a lot of like tricks to it. You have to yeah. It can generate a lot of amber. Right. It's still powerful, but it's not like as obviously as powerful. Um, so all right, in comes Luria of Water Hollow. Claymore is ready. We'll start up the game. Take a look at Claymore's deck. AOA. 4 Maruk the Marks, an Opal Knight, 2 Flexes, 2 Lollops, 2 Flexes, Ganger Chief. This is deck after my own heart. Light on the Amber Control outside of Maruk's beating everybody up. Barry Mingevin, you can discard a bunch of stuff with. A Sucker Punch in Sanctum. Okay, so Maverick Sucker Punch. That is a Sucker Punch. You would never expect it coming out of Sanctum. So Glimmers, Chodas, the Untamed, Nature's Call is good. So sweet deck overall. Lots of cool stuff. You can even Relentless Assault the Lollops and flex them in the same turn if the opponent's board is clear and a Ganger Chieftain. It's a cool deck. I'm glad Claymore brought this deck because this is just sweet. Even if it's not like hyper competitive. I do actually remember that, Andrew. Even though this may not be like hyper competitive, this is a really cool deck. So let's is this hand? He's going first, so I'll keep this hand because this is a decent Star Alliance turn. You want to see Antony later, but the amber that this deck can generate, I think I'd rather have a 6-power creature on the table. Goes into Untamed. Drops Niflgrounds. Does have a Coward's End, so I think I Scout Pete and then Antony and damage the Scout Pete. This is a Star Alliance turn. We Lay of the Land first, so I get the option, so I know what I'm discarding with Scout Pete, I believe. I think that is the best ordering. Bonesaw, Red Alert, Bulwark. I do want the Red Alert. I think I want to discard the Bulwark. So we're going to put Red Alert last. Then Bulwark, so that we would draw the Bonesaw. We play Scout Pete, capturing, discarding the Bulwark, playing the Antony. Actually, I think we would just shoot Antony since he's biggest. Okay. That way we get to save the Red Alert for later. Since this deck is very creature reliant. Yeah. This is dead. Scout Pete, probably. No, opts to kill the Antony. Nope. Relentless Assault. If it's got a flex, that's 5 amber, so. Okay. This is a very mediocre disc turn, but we'll take it. We'll play Mark of Dis. Play the Cinder. Play an Infernus. Relentless Assault is good to get rid of. There's a lot of glimmers in the deck, so I don't actually want to leave. There's 100% an argument for getting rid of like Relentless Assault, because it's such a dangerous card with the Brobnar that he has. All right, I'll draw back up. He's got to take another Brobnar turn. 1-2 punch to stun somebody. Maybe Reap twice. Alright, I feel like this is a Sanctum turn and just play a bunch of big Sanctum creatures. They're everywhere, doesn't really do anything to me. And there's no Spirit's Way in Sanctum. So unless he just drew Coward's End, and if he plays Coward's End here, I think I'm fine with that. He'll Reap twice and probably Forge. But I'll be way ahead card-wise. And if there is no Coward's End, then definitely feeling pretty good about saying, like, Dis on the following turn. Discarded Glimmer. Plays there everywhere. Roxador. Okay. Well, these kill all of the creatures over there, so we'll go into Dis. Unstun. Reap twice. Play the Brabble. Shoot the Lollop. Play the Gleeful. Kill the Brabble. Dump some damage in the Salvador. Kill Roxador. Implosion. Do I actually want to Implosion one of my guys away? I don't think so. Implosion's a nice answer to Amber Spine. This deck did have Stirring Grave. I think I just hold this Implosion. No, I get to threaten. I'll go ahead and play this. We'll just kill this Salvador. So that way I can threaten. It's probably a Sanctum turn. He's bounced between Brobnar and Untamed. And the so I think most likely going to be a Sanctum turn. Now the Sanctum stuff doesn't really come out of the hand to do stuff right away. Blinding Light is not bad. Blinding Light would stun half my board, but I'd still have the other half that I could use. Sigil Brotherhood and some Maruks. Alright, we'll get the key. Okay. I think this is a Sanctum turn. I reap 3 times. Play Commandeer. Play the Squire Alice to the right. Doing a damage to my Lyco Knight. Commandeering onto the Lyco Knight. Playing this Grey Rider. Deploying left of Bonesaw. Choosing Grey Rider to have the Cinder fight and Maruk off the table. Commandeering onto this champion, Anafil. Okay. We actually have Rule of 6, possibly, for this Grey Rider. Coward's End. Maybe. Grump Buggy. I failed to process the Grump Buggy first looking at this deck list. I like this deck even more now. Maruk fighting into something. Fighting into the Cinder. Possibly Coward's End. Yeah, definitely Coward's End. Plays the Lollop. Plays a Groak. We did get rid of the Relentless. Opted to discard the Flex. I don't think I can stop this key from being forged. I can threaten the Star Alliance. I could threaten with Dis reaping twice, and then like playing the Sacro Fiend. I get to see more cards. What's left in my deck? What are we rocking with still? We got another Markadis, which would be real good into a strong Dis turn. Got a decent amount of Star Alliance stuff left, and a handful of Sanctum. So I do think I say Star Alliance here. I can Scalp Pete. Access denied. I'll leave that on top. There's a chance I end up saying Star Alliance on the following turn. I will discard the Red Alert. I am going to subdue the Groak. And then I will Particle Sweep. I get a damage pip, and then I get to do 2 damage. Okay, I'll say check with 6. Claymore could flex. He discarded 1 flex, but Claymore could flex. if he's drawn the second one. Now he's still got about half the deck left, so I don't think it's likely. But yeah. Yep, plays the flex. Yep. Now, funny enough, stunning the Lollop doesn't do anything to the flex. All right, we will get this key. Claymore doesn't quite threaten this next key, which for us is good. So I will say this is kind of a tough turn. The deck is still pretty even. I can Scout Pete. The Scout Pete, I think, is tipping it in the favor. Because if this card is if the top card is not Mark of Dis, I'm gonna mill it. We can access denied the Foozle to keep Foozle from reaping, and then we can observe you max, like say the Bone Saw. So I think I like that play. We'll go Star Alliance. We'll reap with Scout Pete. Maleficorn. I wish I knew if this was the Maleficorn with the pip or not. Is there a way for me to know? Would it show? I guess I'll discard the Maleficorn and play Observe You Max on the Bone Saw. Play Access Denied onto the Foozle in the turn. Hey, did I thought I clicked to discard Maleficorn. Maybe I didn't. Well, so be it. Double Maleficorn does work, I believe. Yes. Yeah, drawing both there is good, right? Because that's you play the first Maleficorn, you play the second one, you get to do 3 to something. You play the Sacrofiend, you get to do another 3, and then we could Stirring Grave, and it is Claymore's gotta get the Grunt Buggy down, so opts to play Grunt Buggy. Reaps twice, maybe? Or uses... Okay, fine. Fights, Groak, reaps, goes to 7. Okay, so these Maleficorns will actually use the Grunt Buggy to... Or will let me stop Claymore from forging. Alright, play the first Maleficorn. Play the second Maleficorn. We'll shoot away the Groak. We will play the Sacrofiend. We'll shoot away the Foozle. Stirring Grave. Not actually a ton of Amber Pips, so I think we get the Antony. Antony's got a damage icon on it. And Antony's 6 power, so that works with Grunt Buggy. Also captures all of the Amber. So, I think a lot of... Infernus is not dead. I could have fought the Infernus off, but Antony seems really strong to keep in the archives there. Claymore's got to be... Okay, Claymore's in Sanctum. Sucker Punches, Blinding Lights. Yeah, it's a lot of stunned disc creatures. Plays in a Bond. Okay, I do think we say Star Alliance here. We Antony to keep him off the key. We'll take out a bond with extreme prejudice. We can get out a Garcia, and we can get out a Ambassador Liu. Get some freebie damage into a wall up there. Very possibly going into Star Alliance on the following turn. Opal Knights. Okay. Killed a lot of even power creatures there. Got to steal in with the Sacro Fiend. Out comes Maruk the Marked. Okay. So I think I say, how many Brobnar cards would you say we've seen? I see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 2 Brobnar cards left, including a... So Calphine, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Calphine is the only Brobnar card we have not seen. My keys cost 9. So I can't quite Mark of Dis, force him into Brobnar, and him having no answers. So I think we go Sanctum. We'll play this stuff here. We could play the Seeker of Truth. We Burning Glare Maruk, just to keep Maruk from fighting. And then we can Grey Rider, deploy left of the Seeker. This positioning is actually probably slack. I probably should have swapped this. Like, the Seeker should be on the other side of the Maleficorn. But we get a free fight with the Seeker and a Wallop. And then we can use the Seeker to fight with a Maleficorn to unstun it. So that'll give us some extra options. We go to 7. And we drew back up. And Furnace is definitely a good draw. The Brabble is also nice. Claymore Forges for 8. The 2 Maleficorns force the Grump Buggy tax. I could see this being another Sanctum turn. If he's got, like, 1 or 2 Sanctum cards in hand to go along with the Sanctum stuff that's in play. I think it's likely to be an Untamed turn. These creatures aren't really good, like, unnatural... Nature's Call targets. Like, it would be non-pip Maleficorn, Seeker, maybe other Maleficorn. That could set up a Flaxia. Being in the tank kind of implies... Yeah, Claymore would like to phone a friend. So Claymore's in the tank. I think if he's got a Glimmer, then there's plenty of targets to Glimmer back. He thinks it's one amber off. Moves into Untamed. Plays Glimmer. I think it would be hard for him to forge through the Grunt Buggy. Actually, I guess if he's got Nature's Call, then he could Nature's Call the Maleficorns. And so he would forge for 6. But Nature's Call's 1. They're Everywhere for 2. Flaxia for 3, 4. Key Charge doesn't do it. Persistence Hunting for 5. Gets back there everywhere. Yep. He should, if he's got Nature's Call, he should probably play the Nature's Call first because he could kill the Grey Rider for free. Bouncing like Seeker of Truth and the 2 Maleficorns, and then They're Everywhere kills the Grey Rider. You don't really want to leave Garcia just hanging around on the table. Plays the Chota Hazri first. Plays the Nature's Call. He's got to hit the Maleficorns if he's trying to forge here. I just don't think there's enough Amber in Untamed at this point. Right? Persistence Hunting, Nature's Call. They're Everywhere. Flaxia. Amber Spine Mongol doesn't do it. Can Flaxia now. Persistence Hunting, sure. Taps my 3 guys. Keeps Garcia locked up. Oh, I may have tapped Garcia there. Opted to put the Glimmer back into his hand. Okay, to do it all again next turn. So, this is where we break his heart with the Mark of Dis. And we mark him into Sanctum. Now, he could Baron Minjaven and discard a bunch of Sanctum stuff, but that may be the only way. But I think we've got 1, 2... we're definitely killing Opal Knight. And we definitely murder Flaxia. And we definitely purge Nature's Call and Persistence Hunting with the Infernus. We don't play that Maleficorn. Play this Maleficorn first. Then we play this Maleficorn. We'll murder Chota Hazri, I suppose. I guess Brabble could shoot himself. May have actually, like, that 1 Ember may be relevant in the long run. But we get rid of the Nature's Call, absolutely, and we get rid of the Persistence Hunting. That way, Glimmer can't get either of those back. And hopefully we put him out of key charge range. Okay. We go to 8. The keys cost 7 currently. We force him more or less into Sanctum. They could Grey Ride, plays Baron Mingevin, could discard a bunch of creatures, so we're at 8. He can discard some Sanctum stuff. Or he could Grey Ride and fight with the Maruk. I wonder if actually putting him into Untamed was actually game. Now that I had another chance to think about it, I think putting him into Untamed may have been game. Because there's no Amber Control in Untamed in this set. And the Infernus would have dropped him down low enough. Actually, I think Untamed would have been game. Now that I've put some thought into it. So Maruk took out Garcia. Okay, so if we go Star Alliance, Bill coming in with a tier 2. 21 months, Bill. Been a long time, Bill. Appreciate you hanging around as always. Star Alliance gets us an access denied, and we can slap on the Grey Rider. Gets us a Lou. I get 6 damage from Star Alliance cards. If I go into Sanctum, I get to play Anafield Capture, Burning Glare, tap, or stun something. Life Web. There's no Life Web in this deck, right? So Burning Glare, stun, say, the Maruk. Reap with the Grey Rider. Seeker Truth fights the Grey Rider to let me crash somebody into Baron Mingevin. So I got 1 card left in this deck. 2 Maruks in the yard. Maruk would be stunned. How many total Sanctum cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only has 2 Sanctum cards left. One of which is a Maruk. Another of which is Cerberos. So Cerberos would have to be discarded. Maruk could be played. My key cost goes up to 9. I am at 9, 10. And he captures 1 down to 9. I could crash, say, an Furnace into this Maruk. I get that Ember back. My key cost goes down by 1. So I kind of like Sanctum here. We'll go Sanctum. Burning Glare onto... Well, we're going to kill that Maruk. We'll Burning Glare, Baron Mingevin. We'll play Champion Anaphil. We'll capture onto Brabham. Code Red! 16 months for Code Red. Yeah, wait, you did. You're schemazing here. Reap with the Seeker. Reap with the Grey Rider. Use the Grey Rider to use the Seeker to fight the Grey Rider. Using the Seeker to fight with Infernus puts 3, does kill Maruk, so we'll put Infernus into Maruk. And then we can Amber Heart somebody. I don't think I want to. End the turn. Yep. Pass it back. Slow Scout Pete's. Needed the emotes. Apparently that got canceled. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Well, I appreciate you subscribing twice in 3 days, so... Can't make it easy. Yeah. So 2 turns ago, if I Mark of Dissim into Untamed, I think I win there. Um, I think. So I think it was a play mistake to put him in Sanctum, knowing how much Sanctum that he had left in the deck. He can discard 2 to capture 2, puts me down to 9. My keys cost 8. Okay. Last card in the deck may have been a last card in the deck must have been one of the other Sanctum cards. That is a clap for Claymore for playing Brobnar Sanctum Untamed AOA, like a true gentleman and a true scholar. So yeah, it's a lot of sweet stuff going on in this deck. This is the type of deck that if it were like 10% more efficient, it would be horrifying to play against because of how fast it could. So yeah, the Untamed, he was close to forging a key there. He needed 2 amber, I think, to win with the Untamed turn. So that game was very, very close in my opinion. So all right. Real good game. Okay, so let me check. Okay, so the 4th time slot is not filled. Is Mortivis here? Is Mortivis ready? 1 creature off winning with a Nature's Call Flaxia. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. You could have Nature's Called the Flaxia. You play the Flaxia gain 2, then Nature's Call, and put it back in your hand. Gotcha. I missed that. So, hang on. I need to refresh chat because it's lagging inside the app. I'm having to read it through this over here. Okay. So Mortivis, if you are ready, I will make a game. We will play. We'll get rid of this. Okay, so Luria is out of the mix. Contphage is 3. K Vipius is back to being 2. So, I will roll. You are playing against CW Gasolina. And I will PMU the the password. Chonkers. I hope Mortivis gets a 1,000 power chonkers versus us. I don't know if Mortivis is streaming. Definitely, if he's streaming, definitely go check that out. Yeah, Clinmore, that game was really close. I think I could have. I think after I Infernused, I think I could have. I should have marked of dished you back into Untamed because you couldn't forge, you couldn't threaten, and I don't think your Untamed could have stopped me. So I think I made a mistake and let the game be prolonged a turn or 2 more than it should have. So, all right. Mortivis, it's the streamer duel. All right. Double Eclectic, Auto Encoder, Double Professor Torado, Archivist, some Monuments. Looks like a particularly nasty logo side. Very efficient. I'm going first. That is important. Baldric and a Grey Rider and a Golgotha and a Spirit's Way and a Smite. Yeah, this is a sweet mass mutation deck. It's got that sweet Sanctum Saurian synergy. Citizen Shrix. Monument to Faust, Monument to Octavia. So, lot of stuff. This Axiom is basically dead. I think I mulligan this hand. Well, what kind of removal does he have? If I play his Babbling Bibliophile, he would need to... What do we have in the way of damage pips? He could Fangs. He can't Spirit's Way. He would need a creature and a fight effect. We may just jam this Babbling Bibliophile and see if we can get it to stick. I guess we could also play Molina. Molina is not easy for his deck to fight off the table. I think this is the one he's been streaming with lately. That's cool. There's an argument to mulligan for some of my artifacts, since he can't deal with artifacts. I think this is a mulligan. I think the Axiom is about as useless as a card gets, especially this early. Crazy Killing Machine, on the other hand, is a very good card. So we want the Crazy Killing Machine out. Since we share 2 houses, Crazy Killing Machine can just go absolutely sick house this game. Dark Amber Vault. I missed the Dark Amber Vault when we were looking at this list. I want to get my Starlight stuff. I want to get my transporter platform out. Dark Amber Vault auto encoder. Pretty nasty. Torado, yep. Even Ivan, yep. Daughter, yep, daughter. Okay. Well, this Axiom, the reports of Axiom being useless have been greatly exaggerated. So I am going to say Saurian here. We'll play the Library of Polosaurus. I will play Shrix to the right. I will Exalt Shrix. I'll use Axiom. We'll ward the Shrix. That represented too much danger there. Okay. I will say Saurian. We gotta get this Shrix off the table. Oh, it's too much power because of the Dark Amber Vault. Well, then I guess we move into Logos. We'll start things off with the Tau and archive the Molina. I'll play the Babbling Bibliophile. I will play the Hapsis. We'll play this Interdimensional Graft. While his deck's got a lot of power, I think I'll see the Amber coming. Crazy Killing Machine. So I get to get a Saurian card, so I'll kill the Ludo. And then get to Logos card, so I get the autoencoder. That's what we wanted. That's Crazy Killing Machine doing work. Tap, destroy 2 of your opponent's cards. Yeah, Hapsis is a mutant. Yeah. I can go into either Logos or Saurian on the following turn. Opts to go Sanctum. Not a whole lot of mutants in the Sanctum, right? Got an Umbra Knight and a Techno Knight. But Zealot isn't. Baldric isn't. Golgotha isn't. Grey Rider isn't. So just 2. But a lot of mutants in this deck overall. Plays the Spirit's Way. Kills a bunch of stuff. That's certainly not ideal. Gizzleheart Zealot will take out the Bibliophile. Sure. I think I want to go back into Logos here. What did I mill with my Crazy Killing Machine earlier? The Scutum. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going back into Logos here. I'm going to Quant and then Tau Vapors, and then we're going to Crazy Killing Machine again. Honorable claim, sure. No in the archives. Tau Vapors. Put Lay of the Lands in the archives. We'll play Quant. And we'll Crazy Killing Machine. We'll get the Dark Amber Vaults, and we will get Golgotha. Worst case, I would have to blow up my transporter platform. That was like the absolute worst case. But I had a pretty good chance of blowing up the Dark Amber Vault, so I wanted to take it if I could. If I had to blow up a Logos card, then I would just blow up my Quant. And then if I had a Sanctum, I'd get to kill one of his Sanctum creatures. So, Grey Rider. Ugh. His deck, like, it's crazy to me how efficient Dark Amber Vault and Auto Encoder make a deck. Okay, here we go. We are going to say Saurian. We'll play Odoak. We don't want our archives. Nope. We're going to play Odoak. We are going to play Prefectus Ludo. We're going to play the Legatus Raptor. I am going to Phalanx Strike. We definitely just kill the Baldric. Like, kill the Grey Rider. His fighting guys are... Yeah, we'll just kill the Baldric. I'll exalt the Odoak to kill the Baldric. And then we'll library. Okay. Alright, that's a banger of a hand, too. He's a key ahead, but I have yet to begin to generate Amber. So, we've got a Lay of the Land into a Kirby. So I could hit like a Zap or a Tribute even. Fangs my Prefectus Ludo. Man, it's going right back into Sanctum. I'm trying to get him off of Sanctum. The good news is he's almost out of Sanctum stuff. He's going to reap a bunch of times, huh? Okay. So, we are going to go into Star Alliance. It goes up to 8. So we'll go into Star Alliance. And we want to take the archives into the hand. Yep. And we want to Lay of the Land. So Memory Chip, Zap, and Daughter. I could Kirby out the Memory Chip. But the Zap will let me kill the Grey Rider. Play Molina. We will Galactic Census, which I think only gets 1. No, it gets 2. 3 or 4 houses, yeah. So we had 3 houses. Play the Kirby. Play the Tabor. Play the Zap. I get 1 extra damage. Good. Sure, the Gizzleheart. I am going to stealth mode to keep him from playing actions, and then we are going to Xeno training. I got one Amber Pip and then one from the Senses ability as well. I went from 4 to 6, I think. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't play that card. But yeah, we're done with the turn. I'll draw up. Finally hit the Tribute. Tribute will be a nice card to try to make the last stand with. Standardized testing. Maybe. Simple standardized testing literally kills everything on the table. So I can Amber Tracker with the transport platform. Kirby will let me memory chip. And Tabor will let me reap and play, like, say, Daughter. Cannot be prevented by armor. Salvador. He doesn't have any amber, so we'll play the memory chip. Tabor. I think we play the Daughter. We've gotten through. Yeah, Daughter gives us some standardized testing immunity. And then we transport platform the Amber Tracker to kill the Ardent Hero. Go to 7. Molina is left. Do I care about one Torado? The other Torado is long dead. So I don't think I do. I think I just reap. We're in a race situation now. We've got Eddie that can block a turn. Though, unless he does a lot to my board, I am probably just going to go right back into Star Alliance. Opts to fight the Daughter off the table, to standardize testing to kill everything. Okay. So we've seen the Guzzleheart Zealot. What other removal could he have at this point? A Faust. So he's got a bunch of Saurian stuff left. That's what's left in his deck. Forge the blue. So I think I go into Logos and I archive the Saurian stuff. And we try to set up an Eddie. Or we'll play Eddie. Logos. Archive. Eddie. No on the archives. Play Eddie. Archive. Play Wormhole. Play Quant. And that way I get a fresh crack at the deck, drawing 4. We got Shriek's Tribute now. So depending on what he plays, we just go into Saurians and we tribute everything onto Shriek's. And then we see if we can try to win that way. I don't know if he's got really good removal beyond that. I got a feeling this is going to be like a 6-card Saurian turn. Having bounced between Logos and Sanctum for so long. plays a Theros Centurion. I wonder if he's plays Shrix. Okay, and then Ancient Powers. Monument to... So he actually ended up... So he held Faust. Faust is in his hand. And Octavia. And he could discard Octavia to capture 2. So we need to play Shrix. We have to be careful here because... Oh, I could go into Logos and CKM. I think that's what I do. The thing we have to play around here is him using a combination of Faust, Octavia, discarding some of them, and Exile. He's got all these big combo pieces that are left. So we can save this Saurian stuff for when he tries to execute that combo. Unfortunately, my Phalanx Strike isn't enough to kill the Theros Centurion here. I would need 7 creatures, and I've got 1, 2, 3. So I could kill the Shrix, but I could not kill the Theros Centurion. If I could kill both of these, then I would go for the Saurian turn. But since I can't kill the Theros Centurion, I don't like playing the Shrix and doing nothing else. So something I can do instead is take a Logos turn. We'll get to archive something, so we can throw like Shrix in the discard pile, and then we can use Quant to play, say, like the Xeno training, and then we can also play another Quant, play Wormhole Tech. Maybe we hit a Logos card, maybe we don't. It honestly doesn't matter. We'll get something else in the archives. Yeah, I like this Logos turn. And then we'll CKM. We'll just CKM. And if I have to kill a Logos card, I'll kill, like, say, my Memory Chip. Or just the Crazy Killing Machine itself. Yeah, we'll put Strix in the archives. No, we don't want to pick up the archives. We'll play Quant. We Quant first, I guess, so that we can Xeno training, capture onto that Quant, reap with. Okay. Put Pterodactyl. That's good. We actually wanted a creature there. Eddie will reap, and then we'll play the Crazy Killing Machine. I have to destroy a Starlance card, so we destroy the transfer platform. And so now I just destroy the Crazy Killing Machine. Because I'll probably end up having to bounce between Star Alliance and Saurian for the rest of the game. I wanted to threaten there. Also, importantly, I don't actually remove any of the wards off his creatures. Plays a Faust. Okay, this is getting donated to us, by the way. He can have the Citizen fight Eddie, then exile it, and then have the Theros Centurion finish off the Shrix. Wait, he opted to kill... What now? A Quant to get the Amber to go to 6. Okay. So, yeah. We've got 7 creatures, so we can kill both. Yeah, we got 7, so we can kill both. We can protect the Goddess Raptor. He would have to have drawn into some other form of removal, which is possible at this point, but I think his hand was like slightly clogged. Wish we had a we are gonna say logos. Sorry, Saurian. We're gonna say Saurian. I don't have any other way to stop him. No. Okay. So we will go into Saurian. Now, if he can kill my Shrix, then I guess that's game over. We'll Polosaurus this. We'll play the Goddess Raptor. We'll play the Shrix. We don't exalt Shrix. Nope. We will tribute. Choosing Shrix. Yes. Okay. So unless he has a capture icon in Sanctum, we still forge. Even if he kills my Shrix. He could Honorable Claim. I think if he has a combination of like Honorable Claim, a fight effect, and enough smites, but no capture, we get there. Woo! That was a close one. All right. Yeah. Real close one. So, yeah, managed to get that in. We forced him. We managed to force the board state where he could either stop us or try to win. So we were able to keep track of his threats and stuff like that. Real close game. Saurians flexing their power out of both sets there, right? The Sanctum Saurian dreaded combo. The fact that we were able to the Crazy Killing Machine did a lot of work that game, right? Crazy Killing Machine blew up 4 of his cards or something, and blew up 4 important cards, right? Like needed stuff that had to go. So, yeah, definitely sharing the two houses makes Crazy Killing Machine, just an actual Crazy Killing Machine. So, okay. Next up is Lord of Winter. Lord of Winter, you here? Yeah, it did pretty well overall. Definitely. Let's see if Lord of Winter's here. I think he wanted to play later on. We're basically a game ahead at this point. I'll message him through Discord. All right. We'll wait for him to respond. If he's not here, we may take an alternate. Yeah, that's a nasty deck. That's a really good mass mutation deck. Did you play Did you play that deck in the TCO tournament, Mortivis? I feel like you would have done pretty well. Haven't played it in any tournaments. I think it would have done pretty well in the Mass Mutation tournament. Just the combination of our Lord Winter is having connection problems. So I mean, I feel like that's the kind of deck that's actually very good from this set that people would sleep on because it was Sanctum and Saurian. Secondary market. How much? If you don't mind, how much did that go for? I know it's got autoencoder in it, but it's got a DAV too. The logos looked pretty nasty. Just in general, I just had an Axiom at the right time. Yeah, double daughter, double trotta, $40. That's a steal for $40, I'd say. Okay. So I will take an alternate. If anybody wants to play, let me know. I'll take an alternate right now. When we wait on Lord of Winter, he said don't wait up for him. So I will go ahead, take an alternate if anyone is willing. If no one is willing, I will be more than happy to play against somebody who's already played. So. Crickets. Slag Blast. All right, cool. Slag Blast. Let's get in here. Are you in our Discord? Surely you are. You're not in the Discord. Do you use Discord at all? I can also, I guess, technically PM you through Twitch. Sure. I'll whisper you on Twitch. You don't need to get into. Yeah. I mean, it just comes from practice, right? Like, I mean, we practice with 4 different decks every night, so you know, you gotta. It's just I don't know. I think it just comes from the way that we practice. So it's still not the same without it. That's fair. I figured we'd suffer without Eddie's presence. Justin's probably a wash, but Eddie takes the stream. So all right, I will make game. Justin and Eddie are package deal. That's true. Read your mind. Okay, so I am gonna whisper. So you should see this show up in Twitch. Wait, maybe I can't whisper you through. Oh, Dinobot. Aha. Okay, gotcha. I need to. I already forgot what the password is. You close the stream. Oh, that's cool. It's. I guess he can't. He can't. He's not. He's not stream sniping. All right. All right. Dinobot slash Slag Blast is in. Slag Blast is going to play against. So we played Gasolina. So Contphage is now 4. Barkus is 1. At 4, so we're playing Contphage. Search. Contphage is fun, yeah. Okay, Lawram, the Zealot Naysayer. Cauldron Boils. Logo Star Alliance Untamed. Looks like Worlds Collide. Not a punctuated equilibrium deck. You have a PTSD. We owe you a deck. Anyway, don't we? I think we owe you a Coda deck, a sealed Coda deck at some point, Andrew. 2 Medic Ingrams. You wanted to play against Contphage. Yeah, we don't owe you. I said a sealed Coda deck, not an open Vault Tour winning AOA deck. So we'll start the game. Dinobot's going first. Fair trade. Think everyone wanted to play against Contphage? Yeah. I feel like this hand is a mulligan. This hand's worse. We'll probably go Shadows first. If you play something that Bramo can kill, I'll play Bramo. Like a Harmonia or a Post Pixies. But where I am, if I had like a Lang or anything like that, I might play those. But what did I say? I said if he plays a Post Pixies or something I can kill, I would play the Bramo. Can't make me a liar now, so... actually, I'll say Shadows. I'm a liar. I'll play Dipno and Gamgee. This is just a good combo. It's like almost demands an answer. Bramo and Drummerknot are an awesome combo. Red Alert, kill the Dipno. That's a shame. Medic Ingram comes out. We can't quite kill the Medic Ingram, but we can strip the ward off. Out comes Lang and a Walls. We'll get to kill a bunch of stuff here. He'll be left with the Ingram, but we will get to kill a lot of stuff. We need 1 Mars creature, and then it's I'll show him how generous I am. We always keep the Drummerknot open on the side, remember, so that we can Ganger Chieftain. Like that. Like when we draw the Ganger Chieftain right here, so that we can do that. Would have traded you guys. Yeah. You play to get lucky, right? Like you can play to maximize the potential luck, right? Exactly. Know your outs. Okay. Well, we Drummerknot him. Bramo fights. Drummerknot fights. Bounces the Bramo. We could reap, bounce. So reap is better then, right? Because, yes, this is better. We reap. We save some damage. We get an extra reap in there. We bounce the Bramo. We play the Bramo to strip the ward, and then we Drummer Knot. Yeah, Bramo's insane, in my opinion. I think that's the rule of 6 there. I'll need to see. 1 with the Drummer Knot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we play the Ganger Chieftain in the turn at 7. We threaten the combo again. It basically has to play a creature here. If he expands the board, I take a Shadows turn. And but he's got to play a specific configuration of creatures for the combo to not work against, right? Because I can fight with the Ganger, fight with the Bramo, reap with the Drummer Knot, or even fight the Drummer Knot into like an elusive creature to bounce. Quintrino Flex to kill the Drummer Knot. Okay, this is absolutely now a Shadow's turn. If he can't stop the key, I don't know if he had a Garcia or not. Frayne will drop me down to 6. Okay, so we do get to Forge. So now my Gamgee is live. So I can reap with Gamgee, steal 1, and then Dusk Chronicles and archive a card, and then pitch Bad Penny. And the question is, do I archive the Too Much to Protect, or do I archive some of the Martian stuff? I think I just pitch Bad Penny. I think I play the Too Much to Protect. I don't. It doesn't look. Let's examine. I don't see any big burst potential from the deck. Ghost Hawk, but there's no Call of the Wild to go with the Ghost Hawk. So we go into Shadows. We will reap with Gamgee. Discard the Bad Penny. We'll play the Too Much to Protect. And then we're going to Dusk Chronicles. No Tentadlin. No Dysania. So we'll shove the Martian Generosity there for safekeeping. Any stealth modes? Okay, let's keep that there. All right, we finally got a Martian creature to Mars first. We'll have to give him 1 amber. It's possible we just take like a mediocre Brobnar turn to delay 1 more turn before the Generosity to try to get to like 5 amber and try to hit like maybe 1 more Mars creature, or at least 1 more Mars card. So yeah, it's the crazy thing against Comp Phage is like if you use taxing to stop Comp Phage from forging, then I often get to Martian Generosity for the whole deck and then just win the game anyway. So goes into Untamed, gets to steal 1 with Kincan. That's more of a reason to say Brobnar on the following turn so that I can like Cowards in and clean up the board some. He helped me. He's helped me. Yeah, this is absolutely a Brobnar turn now. No in the archives. We play. We reap twice. If he's willing to give us this next key, that's fine. We get to wipe out all that stuff. We go to 7 even. We get to take care of the Kincan. We've got another Mars card. We're in another situation where I can forge the key and immediately follow it up with a Gamgee Reap to steal one. And then use Nerve Blast to steal another one. Goes in the Star Alliance. Plays a Medic Ingram. Zap. Probably finishes off Gamgee here, I'd assume. So we get to do something sweet here too. We go into blue. It is finally time for Mars. We will pick up the archives. We go 1, 2. Play the Shockworm. Play the Stormcrawler. We Hypnotic Command onto the Explorer Rover. We get to Signal Fire to fight. We'll put Bramo into the Explorer Rover. We'll use the Mars first to reap. And then we get the Generosity for 12. Okay. So then we will Orbital Bombardment. We'll fight Ingram off the table. We'll play the Xanthix Harvester. We'll play the Proliferator. We will Mars first the Proliferator to ready and reap and shove the Generosity in there. And we will pitch the Containment Field. And we will tell him to go ahead. Signal Fire is like a clutch card in this deck sometimes, where you just like you'll get to fight. So yeah, Generosity is just not a fair card. Like I don't even know. So I don't even know. If I get to untap with Mars here, I don't know. Twin Bolt doesn't kill anything. It's going into Untamed. He played the Unnatural last turn. Ghost Talk. Yeah, it was clearly there were Martians. Plays Nature's Call. Okay. What's left in the deck? If I could Generosity for 10. I have a Mars Needs Amber and a Mother Gun. And then I get 2 random draws. You get 2 random draws at one of the Mars first, and if I hit the Mars first, I just go into Mars. Yeah, we'll take the archives into the hand. We are gonna reap. I think I just go ahead and play the Martian Generosity first. There's no reason not to play this first. Did not hit one of the Martians, Mars first. But we'll just go ahead and play all this stuff. We now have all of our Shadows cards. Do we know what the card in the archives was? It was something from a Telltale Vapors a while back, right? I wonder if we can logically guess what that is. Because we could Merkins it. A fair game? Yeah, a fair game would be really good here. Gain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry, 8 on the Shadows. 8 on the Brobnar. That's where he flips a Mars card and gains 0, and I dodged the him gaining 8. Twin Bolt to shoot. Thorium Plasmate. Probably has to kill the Proliferator. Yep. Candle unit and a group think tank. This group think tank can actually kill all these Martians. Alright. I think this is a Shadows turn. And I can Nerve Blast down to 5. Merkins, a card from his archives. What if I hit the Kirby? That would be sweet. Got my Gengar Chieftain. I could take a Brobnar turn. I could let him forge that key. Or we could do some sweet Merkins plays. I think I just say Shadows. And we will play Merkins. And we'll get a random card from his archives. The Universal Recycling Bin. What if we had purged... What if he had purged our Martian Generosity? How insane would that be? I'd have to say Logos, right, to get it back. Alright, so I can't get high enough, right? So I will just Dust Chronicles to draw. Which hit something. Shadows. Did it hit another Nerve Blast? Oh, no, it hit Martian stuff. Shoot. Place creature on the right. It shuts off the Xanthics Harvester, but I can actually Orbital Bombardment to kill the Gamgee and reap with the Xanthics Harvester. Discard Oubliette. I could have Oublietted the Ghost Hawk. I don't think it matters though. And I'll just hang on to the Swindle. Let's tell him check, pass it back to him. He may have to may have to play Eddie. May have to play Eddie. May have to. Yeah, uses group think tank, kill a bunch. Yeah, has to play Eddie here. Okay. So, I think this is a good Brobnar turn. I can throw rocks at Eddie. Should have played Blow the Titans. I was thinking I could reap. I hadn't killed all the creatures yet. We'll actually make Gamgee harder to kill here. There's an argument to swindle there. You guys just start playing Sarah McLachlan songs over pictures of Eddie. Me throwing. You're gonna take clips out of context from these streams. Cauldron boiled a bunch of people alive. All right, GG Slag Blast. Yeah. Phage. That was a real good. Some. Yeah. There's like one of those just unfair draws with Phage. It's that like percentage chance to just have the Drummernaut and the Ganger Chieftain together present a really nasty threat. I had the Martian Generosity really early in the game too, so I was able to sculpt my hand around the Generosity. And then I think once I played the Generosity the first time, I think Slag Blast, your chance of winning the game was very tiny. And then once I played it the second time, I think the game was over. We just, you because you don't have the resources at that point to compete. So, but I think you fought well against something that was basically not really a fair matchup. So. You had a chance to kill it. Ah, see, yeah. Leaving the drummer not alive is just it's just a liability against that deck, right? Because you never know, right? I There have been times with this deck where I will actually obfuscate a Ganger chieftain. Like I'll leave a Ganger chieftain in my hand, but leave only the drummer not on the table. The drummer not's the one that gets exposed to more harm. So I am going to check in with Lord of Winter, see if he's ready to play. But yeah, if you had killed the drummer not there, then I think you buy yourself a lot of time. Okay. Send him a message. see if he responds. If not, I may call the stream there. These streams have gone a little bit longer. A lot of talking back and forth. So, yeah, I Pose Pixies is interesting. I think I've got too much removal for Pose Pixies to be good. Because Conphage does actually steal a lot of amber. But I don't think you have a way really to protect the Pose Pixies outside of keeping it warded. There's just so much removal in Conphage. Conphage is just really good at taking threats off the table. So... Yeah, he's saying he's trying to use his phone as a hotspot, but it's not working. So I think I'm gonna call it there. I'll give him like a minute maybe for stuff to work. So yeah, another good round of Gauntlet games tonight. Let's clap again. Please clap for all of the viewers who tuned in. Everybody who was willing to get out there, put it on the line, playing on stream. So it's a little bit intimidating knowing that you got other people watching your game. I do think once you get past that initial kind of like people are watching the game and analyzing everything, you can kind of put yourself in a place where you can learn a lot from what happened in the games. It's always nice to go have a recording of it and go back and look at it, right? Because you can say, oh, this was a play mistake, this wasn't a play mistake. So yeah, appreciate it. Slag Blast, Kelly's Unique, Claymore, Mortivus, and Murtani. Appreciate it. So, yeah, good games all around. Nice and tight games. Got to see a lot of cool plays. Some Saurians represented well tonight. Did we see every house represented? I always like it when we get to see everything get played in a night. So, yeah, appreciate the opportunity. Justin will be back Wednesday. Wednesday is not a stream you want to miss, because we will be back to regular schedule. Eddie will be there, available for treats. And we will most likely have someone cashing in the 150K Mystery Mushroom Man reward. Okay? So, I'll spoil what that is. We throw a box of treats at Eddie. No, that's a joke. But we'll have the Big Mushroom Man reward most likely on Wednesday, and so we will get to see what we're planning. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Yes, Andrew now has the power. It would be funny if instead of cashing in that reward, you just make us change place 15 times in a row. That would be funny. Or I have to spend the next like 7 streams role playing as Ronnie Wristclocks. So. Yep, Farquaad's hit all the links. I am going to fire up. It's Hotline Miami time. Let's find let's see. There we go. All right, Hotline Miami's gonna play us out tonight, and once again, thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you all for all the support for this stream. A lot of support in these streams. So, once again, goodbye.